Hello, I'd like to talk to you today about the Blackfish documentary that you just viewed and to walk you through how to talk about some counter-argument practice for the documentary. So basically what we have here is, first I want to talk to you about what a counter-argument is. So you may have heard the term argument and also the term claim, which mean the same thing. And then you also may hear counter-argument and counter-claim, which mean the same thing. So basically what we're going to look at today is what arguments are presented in the documentary, and then what could be a potential counter-argument. What might SeaWorld's side of the story be? So we're going to kind of explore some perspective and see what could they say to defend themselves, because everybody has a side of the story. Alright, so what I would like for you to look at here is on the left-hand side, this T chart that we have, there's an argument from Blackfish. So this is an argument, a claim that is made in the documentary. Put in my own words, it's not direct quotes. So the argument is trainers have been hurt or killed by the whales. And then what I need to do is take an example from Blackfish and write it underneath. Example, Ken Peters almost dies when Kasaka continuously pulls him underwater, proving humans working with whales in such close proximity is dangerous. So that is the argument that is presented in Blackfish. Now what I want to do is look at the potential counter-argument. So if the argument is trainers have been hurt or killed by the whales, SeaWorld could then come back and say, the deaths and near deaths are not the fault of SeaWorld. The deaths can be prevented if trainers follow guidelines. And then they would need to provide an example. So remember, this is all theoretical and hypothetical. It doesn't say this in the documentary. We're just predicting and trying to consider what might the other perspective or the other side of this issue be. So the example here with counter-argument for SeaWorld is the fact that Peter survived what could have been a tragic death proves that the training at the facility is top-notch. He followed protocol and measured his breathing, so the technique SeaWorld taught him saved his life. So whereas Blackfish presents it that SeaWorld's putting them in this very dangerous situation, SeaWorld can come back and say, well, we've provided them with the training that they need in order to be successful and survive in the water with the whales. So then the next step is for you to select 2 more arguments from the documentary and the accompanying examples, and then provide 2 corresponding responses, if you will, that SeaWorld would give to each of those 2 arguments from Blackfish. So 2 things that come from Blackfish, then argument, a point, a claim that they're making, and then 2 ways that SeaWorld might counter that. So you're becoming the voice of SeaWorld. The final step of this assignment is to turn one of these 2 examples that you do here. So this is sort of your brainstorming right here in these 2 boxes. Then you're going to turn one of those examples into a paragraph. If you have a hard time doing this just on your own, just straight taking a brainstorming and turning into a paragraph, then you can see the extra resources slide for paragraphing frames that have been provided for you to help you with this assignment. So first step is finish this chart to brainstorm. Second step is turn one of these ideas, into a paragraph. Thank you. Have a good day.